Getting to a college graduation isn't easy. 1 in 3 freshmen won't make it back for their sophomore year. But at just 15 years old, Adetayo de la Jasa started her freshman year in a classroom much like this one and continues to exceed the expectations today.
I don't think I've ever thought I wish I had stayed in high school. I love being in college. It's so much more freedom and so much more room to explore what you're actually good at.
Coming to college early was first proposed to Adetayo on a trip to the University of Iowa in the 8th grade. Then, at age 15 and a sophomore, a program called the National Academy of Arts, Sciences, and Engineering, known as NAES, made early admission into UI a reality.
The NAES program allows students who are academically able to skip their senior year of high school and start college early.
But Adetayo's skill set reaches beyond academics. In fact, the NAES program wasn't her only recruiter at the time of her admission. The UI track and field team also saw greatness in the high school track star.
She was fully committed to track. She wanted to be there helping the team. She scored in many meets. She jumped really well. So, she had all the ability in the world.
After 2 years of high jumping, Adetayo made the decision to part ways with the UI track team in order to commit even more time to her academics.
I am majoring in biomedical engineering pre-med, and I have 2 goals. Either go off to med school and be an ophthalmologist, or using biomedical engineering, I want to almost pioneer a way for disabled people to exercise.
With our eyes set on a bright future, we can be sure to catch more of Adetayo soon enough. Cassandra Santiago, Daily Iowan TV. Hotel Vitro opened its space to over 300 people Monday night for what's known as the local culinary event of the spring. Top Chef Downtown is one of the many events hosted by the Iowa City Downtown District. Now in its 5th year, the event hosted 24 restaurants that competed in categories such as entrees, desserts, cocktails, and 1 additional category. This year, caffeine made a grand entrance with the new barista segment. 2 local coffee shops, the Java House and the High Ground Cafe, competed against each other for first place.
I think the number one thing that would make our drink stand out in this competition is our Kenyan coffee is just a superb choice. And as far as pairing it with blueberries, I think is just something you're not going to see.
Today we're serving the Project Congo blend from Kickapoo. And it's a socially conscious coffee, so every pound of coffee that we sell, Kickapoo donates $1 to promote gender equality in the Congo.
And as for who won the competition?
This is a tie between Java House and High Ground. So congratulations to both.
Reporting from Hotel Vitro, Cassandra Santiago, Daily Iowan TV. On the University of Iowa campus, about 1/3 of educators identify as adjunct. Their part-time employment does not provide job security or health insurance because, according to the university, adjuncts are expected to have a primary job somewhere else. But working 20 hours a week as an instructor makes it difficult to balance another job.
I'm reading and grading thousands of words every week, and creating an entire curriculum from scratch, as well as doing a 2-hour lecture.
Iowa adjunct members earn between $4,000 to $7,000 per course. In comparison, a typical fast food worker makes about $19,000 per year. This means that most adjuncts must teach a minimum of 3 classes per year to earn what a fast food worker does. Keep in mind that many adjuncts are PhDs and have master's degrees, whereas most fast food places only require a high school diploma.
So we're now on a point of just not even getting by, of just living hand to mouth and wondering how we're going to get by next month. What are we going to do?
In April 2015, adjuncts and supporters stopped wondering and instead took action. They marched to the UI president's office in Jessup Hall to deliver a petition. Their demands include $15,000 per course taught, job security, and the ability to organize.
We're asking for a living wage, and we're asking for benefits to ensure that should I get hit by a bus, I'm not going to end up, living on the street because I can't afford medical treatment.
Meanwhile, adjuncts wait for a final decision, which one adjunct says may be a long road ahead. Cassandra Santiago, Daily Iowan TV. One researcher at the UI College of Public Health dedicated 15 years of her life to studying pediatric injuries. Research that began in Los Angeles continued to grow when she made the UI Department of Occupational and Environmental Health home in 2007. Professor Ramirez says that today her focus is on bullying prevention.
I have 2 ongoing projects right now. One focused on policies, evaluating the impact of policies, specifically anti-bullying policies. We're trying to understand, do these policies work? Do they prevent bullying at schools? Do they protect children who are victims of bullying as well as those who are perpetrators of bullying? And then the second project that we have ongoing is funded by the National Institute of Justice, and we're now delving specifically into the area of cyberbullying.
And Ramirez insists that her fight for prevention requires team effort.
I work very closely with the communities to speak with them about what their priorities are. We work together to develop interventions, and then we implement them and then test them.
For Ramirez, the most exciting part of her work is the intervention aspect, but what she really counts on is the final results of it all.
This research and the work that I do, I'm hoping that it really leads to great impact and has high meaning for kids, for parents, for teachers.
Cassandra Santiago, Daily Iowan TV.